Tuesday. Tonight is my night off from the gym. So I thought I would make a little vlog. It's going to be a cook with me vlog, as you can tell from the title. But let me tell you why tonight is my night off from the gym. On Saturday, I was on the phone with my mom and I was cutting my buttercup squash because I wanted to roast it and get it ready to eat for the week. And while I was cutting, I was using my big chef's knife, which is also very sharp, which I knew. The bottom, like I was cutting through the squash and I cut through like the top, and then it was, it was pretty tough, like going through the bottom half of the squash. And so when I was cutting it, I had my hand on like the end of the knife. Like this is like the sharp part is under here and the tip of the knife is about right here. And here's my hand. And as I pushed the knife through the bottom, my hand slipped off the knife and kind of went around the end. And so as the knife went through the squash, I sliced my hand open. And it's pretty good. Like, I'm not going to show you too because it's gross, right? Not suitable for the internet. But I have it cut from about here to here, right here underneath this Band-Aid, and it's pretty deep. Like you can see some stuff in there. But it did not cut the tendon or anything like that, so I can still move my hand normally. If it would have, I would have gone to urgent care because I would have needed to see a surgeon to have that fixed. I probably maybe should have gone in and had them stitch it, although they don't really do stitches anymore. They just kind of do like, they glue it, or they use like new skin to kind of glue it back together. But I did end up, hi buddy. Oh, he wants to go explore the basement and or the attic. So, uno momento. There you go. There you go, buddy. Okay, so I did end up going to Walgreens and I got some liquid bandage, like New Skin, I think is the brand. This is not an endorsement nor a criticism, because I think I just have maybe the wrong type of injury to use that on. But I tried to use it and it stung so bad that I could not. Like I couldn't. I think the cut might be too deep for that. Yeah. So anyway, so I have just been using like a steri strip and then a Band-Aid over it. I don't have a steri strip on there right now. Just kind of letting it chill underneath the Band-Aid. It doesn't, I mean, it's a little bit painful, but it's not like gushing blood or anything like that anymore. But tonight at CrossFit, it was a very grip intensive workout. So I talked to my coach and I said, listen, I was like totally down for this, see what can happen, whatever. She's like, why don't you take the night off, go for a walk, do some cooking, whatever it is you want to do, and come in tomorrow because we're Olympic lifting tomorrow. And I would much rather miss tonight, which is a bench press night and like a floor press night, a lot of dumbbell work, push-ups, stuff like that, than miss tomorrow. And and that's going to be grippy too. But she's like, we'll work it out. So I might end up wearing my gymnastics grips, just to give myself a little bit more cushioning around that injury, to kind of help with my grip tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise I could do single arm, like dumbbell work. So anyway, the reason why I'm here, so excited about this, and I don't know why. Probably because it's cool. That's why. So I read a book. You're shocked. As Amberlynn would say, books is good for the brain. I, for a long time, because I was in college forever, like 12 years of my life, about that. Yeah, it's about that long. I didn't get to read like for pleasure. I always read for research purposes or for school, right? Like class reading. But since I finished school, I've been able to pick up and read just for the hell of it, which has been really nice. Now, I've been out of school now for 3 years, which shocks me it's been that long. Feels like yesterday. But I have discovered that I generally do not like fiction books. I am much more into like nonfiction, memoirs, biographies, autobiographies, historical things, like books about the Supreme Court, things like that, right? And so I was on my Libby app, which is the app that the library uses that you can like check out ebooks and like audiobooks. And I think every state probably has that. I don't know. It's not a unique thing. But I don't know how it works everywhere except for here. So a book was recommended to me. That's the story. And for the last year or so, I've been reading a lot of books about people who have struggled with things like binge eating disorder and anorexia and, just different like food relationship things. I think just to kind of sort out my own history, if that makes sense. Like just to like see, like, do other people struggle with the same things that I have? Or do we think the same way or whatever? Okay, so a book was recommended to me by a girl named Andie Mitchel, and it's called It Was Me All Along. And it's her memoir of her childhood and her struggles with binge eating disorder and then her subsequent weight loss, which is pretty significant. She lost 135 pounds in like 13 months, which is a lot in a very short amount of time. And then her subsequent struggle with having a really kind of an ED not otherwise specified, right? Afterwards, trying to maintain that weight loss and just, really like forcing herself, into being super strict all the time. And, it created a big problem for her. Part of the way that she healed herself with, her relationship with food was through cooking. Her mom used to cook. She, loved to bake with her mom, like all these things. And so she used to work in film. She was like a production assistant before she started her own blog on the internet, which was a cooking blog, and then ended up working like in a publishing company, so she has this whole trail that she kind of follows along, right? And her boyfriend moved across the country together and all these different things. And so after I finished reading that book, which by the way is an excellent read, it's very quick. It's only like 300 and something pages long. It's pretty fast, very easy to read, not super triggering in my opinion. So if you do struggle with ED history and stuff like that, sometimes those books are just too much, but it's very easy. It's pretty lighthearted. She did lose her dad to addiction when she was quite young. But she really kind of goes through the process of like when she had lost weight, she had stopped binge eating and then started therapy, like understanding what she was doing with food, like what it meant for her, like what it did for her, sort of like, like numbing emotions or, curing her loneliness that she felt and like all these different things. Okay, so I finished the book. And when I finished the book, a recommended book popped up because I had read her memoir. And it is her cookbook that she put together in 2016. And it's called Eating in the Middle. And I was like, what is this? What is this? And part of her journey, right, was learning balance as it came to her relationship with food. And so I checked out the book from the library, started flipping through the pages, was like, hey, this looks pretty good. I think I'm actually going to buy this. So I found it on Amazon and I bought it. And let me show you. It just came today, FYI. Here's the book. Eating in the Middle by Andie Mitchel. And you can tell I've done some damage to it already. So what I thought I would do tonight is I thought I would take you guys on a fast forward version of me cooking one of the meals that she has in this book. Now this book is full of really amazing things. It's very like everything's very like whole foods and and then she has it split out by breakfast, by lunch, by dinners, and then things that she calls like shareables, and then like sweet treats, right? So she kind of prefaces the book with like, this is what worked for me, right? Having a little bit of my favorite things, still remaining like in control, everything is balanced. So she didn't feel deprived when she was, trying to maintain her weight or is trying to maintain her weight, and so she still has all these amazing things that she loves. She just has them, prepared a little bit differently, like a little bit of a lighter version in some cases. In other cases, it's not really that much lighter. It's just maybe instead of having like 2 cups of pasta in the recipe, it's 1 cup. And then she fills up the space, right, with like vegetables. So it's absolutely amazing. It's a great cookbook. I'm really excited to try, especially the breakfast recipes, because if you know from my other vlog about my grocery haul, I'm trying to branch out because I tend to eat the same 5 things all the time, and I'm trying not to do that. So I thought this would fit in nicely to my challenge that I'm doing, my nutrition challenge that I'm doing with my friend at the box. Yes, anyway, I'm excited. How many times have I said I'm excited? So the first recipe I'm going to do is this one right here, because I'm Italian and we need some spaghetti. Okay, so it's spaghetti with Brussels sprouts and pancetta cream. So pretty simple recipe. You make the macaroni, you brown the Brussels sprouts, you cook the pancetta, dump in a little bit of cream, mix it all together, molto bene, right? Okay, so we're gonna make it, and then I'm gonna eat it, and I'm gonna tell you what it tastes like. A couple of things that I am doing differently. I am not using whole wheat pasta. It does call for whole wheat spaghetti. I do not eat wheat pasta, so I have some gluten-free spaghetti that I'm going to use instead. It does serve 4 people, so I will show you guys the nutrition probably in the label down below here. Although I might fit it in here or over here. I don't know. We'll see what editing Karen decides to do with it. And then once I'm done, I will let you guys know like how it went, right? Like, is it really this easy or not? And then we'll taste it, and then we'll be done. Awesome. All right, I'm so excited. All right, you guys are gonna come on a whirlwind tour of my kitchen as I do things. So have fun. It's done. Let me show you. Oh my God, I'm so excited to try this. Yes, like that's all I'm going to say right now is I'm very excited to try it. Got to get a fork. Don't have a fork. The rest is on the stove right there. It's like, it's a lot. Like it makes a ton, which is really great. Like I think if you were going to have people over, right, I have to find clean forks. Apparently they're all in the dishwasher. Okay. Awesome. All right, hang on. Let me get you guys set up like a fancy YouTuber. Making all this noise and shit. Love it. Okay. I totally recognize that you guys are not high enough up. Like, that's kind of weird. Let's move the microphone back here. Just so we have some consistency in the sound quality. Okay. All right. So, let's eat this nonsense. Oh my God. Please stop sliding. Oh my God. It's my cooking debut. Look at this. So you can see, right, like Brussels sprouts, there's pancetta, pasta. What makes this really cool is that you get a ton of veggies with it too, in addition to your pasta. So you don't feel super deprived. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am so excited. I'm hungry too. You can tell. Okay. All right, let's do it. It's really good. It's really, really good. Like Brussels sprouts, I probably could have cooked maybe like a minute longer. I did put them in the air fryer in the Ninja. So yeah, I probably could have done. I'm still kind of learning how to do the Ninja, right, guys? Like it's a little bit weird. Um, like not weird, but it takes a little bit, I think. The leeks are amazing. It's not like the pancetta is in here, but it's not overly powerful, which is really good because pancetta is salty, right? Because it's bacon. This is super good. And it's like creamy, but not heavy, which is awesome. Kind of has, I know she compares it to carbonara, which is pasta, right, with cream. And it's a raw egg, right, that they crack into it. Like if you served it in a restaurant, they crack it right at the table. And the like sauce cooks the egg, right? And that's also with bacon or pancetta, actually. And it's very heavy. But it's very good. I love pasta carbonara. It's excellent. It is not good for you. There's just no justifying that, but it is one of those sometimes meals, right? Kind of like Cookie Monster, like cookies are sometimes food. This is really good. Like, no lie. So I will go ahead and I will drop the recipe in down below, and I will link to her book on Amazon. But I'm sure you can find it in the library if you don't want to buy something. I'm sure it's in a bookstore somewhere as well. But you definitely need to try this, guys. It's super good. I'm super happy with how this turned out. Super happy. So I know my plating skills are not good, and my showing you cooking skills are not good because I just have my phone. Like I don't have like a good tripod and a fancy camera and all that stuff. But I definitely wanted to kind of try this type of vlog out and kind of show you guys, you know, a little bit of what I'm eating. Oh my God, this is what I'm eating. It's so good. Oh my God. And you could totally like mix this up if you wanted to. Like if you don't like Brussels sprouts, you could probably use anything. If you don't like pancetta, don't use it. I mean, you could use bacon if you wanted to. If you don't eat bacon, if you're like, you could totally make this like vegan. You could totally do that. Like any kind of veggies that you wanted in here. You know what also might taste good, believe it or not, is asparagus. Like chopped down. The leeks are amazing though, I will tell you that. Super good. I'm really happy I tried this. That was not the thumbnail. I'm just showing you guys my pasta because I'm so excited. Really good flavors though, and I bet you tomorrow it'll taste even better. Like let it sit overnight, heat it back up tomorrow. I bet you it's primo. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a fantastic night, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.